Hey, Talia. I was just wondering if I could use your laptop when I get back home from school? I told a friend that I would be online tonight and I need to use it.
You mean you want to use my laptop to play a game with your friend?
That's right. There's this really popular game at school right now that everyone is playing. You're on teams with your friends and you go around and shoot the other team.
Oh yeah, I think I might know what kind of game you're talking about. Those are kind of hard, but they can be fun to play too.
Well, literally everyone at my school is playing it, and I told a friend that I would get online to play in tonight. So please, can you let me borrow your laptop?
I really am sorry about this, Farrah, but I'm afraid that I can't lend you my laptop.
What? Are you serious? Why not? I promise that I'll only be on it for a few hours.
Well, the thing is that my laptop is for work, and it's not meant to be used by anyone else. Not only that, we're not supposed to be downloading really big games like that on the laptop anyways. But, more importantly, the end of the month is a really busy time for the company, so I'll be working until late, and that's why I can't lend you my laptop.
But I really, really want to play this game. I already told my friend that I'd be getting online tonight. Not only that, but I actually just transferred out of a class with that friend, so this is the only chance we'll have to hang out later. Please, everyone at school is playing it and I don't want to feel left out.
Well, if that's the case, maybe you should go and ask your parents if you can borrow their laptop or something.
What are you talking about, Talia? You know that my parents don't own laptops. They only have phones.
Oh, right. I guess I forgot about that. But why did you tell your friend that you'd be on if you didn't have a laptop of your own to play on?
Well, because I thought that I'd just be able to borrow yours and that it wouldn't be a big deal. I didn't think that you'd actually tell me that I can't use it.
Well, I don't really think that should be my fault.
How could you do this to your own niece? Don't you love me? Don't you want me to have fun? Please, I need to get on the game so that I can level my character up and brag to all my friends about it. I told my friend that I was at the top of the leaderboards for the past 5 years.
Wait, really? You mean that even though your parents don't have a computer, you've been playing the game for 5 years?
What can I say? We kids have our ways of getting what we want. So I recommend that you do just as I say and hand over your laptop. Don't you think that you already spend enough time on that laptop of yours anyway?
Well, I use my laptop to do work, so it's not like I'm playing games or browsing the internet. Farrah, I understand you wanting to make friends with your classmates, but there's no need to lie. Anyways, I think you should go and tell your friends that you don't have a laptop to play the game on.
You're useless. Do you know that? Why can't you just shut up and do as I say? Look, when I get back from school, I'm going to use your laptop. Do you understand me?
Nadia, are you there? Please, I need you to come home right away. I can't work like this.
Talia, what's going on? Is everything okay?
Your daughter keeps asking me to borrow my laptop even though I told her no several times now. I've told her that it doesn't belong to me and it belongs to my work, but she refuses to listen. And ever since she got back from school, she's been pounding on my office door demanding to use it.
What in the world is going on over there? And why does Farrah want to borrow your laptop so badly in the first place?
Well, I guess that she wants to play this game that's getting popular at school with a friend of hers. But I guess she thought she was going to be able to use my laptop when she told this friend that she was going to get online tonight. Although I told Farrah that not only is she not supposed to be playing games on my laptop, but that I need to work tonight. And no matter how many times I try to explain all of this to her, she just refuses to listen to me.
I see. Well, sounds to me like you're being quite the bully. Why are you trying to keep a little girl from playing with her friends? She's already in middle school. It's not like she doesn't know how to use a laptop, so you don't have to worry about her deleting any files or anything like that.
It's not the point. The point is that this laptop is very important for my work, and I really don't want to be taking any risks with it at all.
Okay, sure, but don't you have 2 laptops? I don't see why you can't just lend the other one that you have to Farrah.
I'm sorry, but both of those laptops are for my work and nothing else. I literally make my living with those machines, which includes the rent that I pay for this place and the money that I put into our food and utilities. So I will kindly ask you to remember that ever since you lost your job in the corporate restructure at your work, that I've been the one paying for everything for all of us, for our food, clothes, even Farrah's school supplies.
So now the truth finally comes out. This isn't about Farrah at all. This is just about you trying to lord your power over us. Is that it? All of you know that my husband is working very, very hard to try and find a new job right now.
I am sure that he's trying, but he's been trying for a long time now, and has very little to show for it. I mean, you all have been living with me in my house for the past 6 months now.
And just why are you saying that it's a bad thing, huh? You have no idea how difficult this has been for us as well. It's been so difficult to find a company that's going to be a right match, and we just didn't expect the news about the embezzling we did to spread so far so quickly.
But you see how you set this up for yourself, right? I mean, you were the one stealing all kinds of office supplies when it was time to go home.
But it's not like we were stealing from the company that much. I didn't think anyone would even notice. And I certainly didn't think that it would make finding a second job this hard. I didn't even think that we'd be fired.
Well, I don't really know what you want me to say to that. I mean, of course you shouldn't steal from work. I don't care if you were just trying to save money at home. Now you don't have any money.
Shut up! Don't you think that I've already thought long and hard about all of this? Don't you see that we're working to fix all of this? We're always standing in line at the temp agency just waiting for some work to come through. Do you know that we won't even have enough money to buy Farrah a birthday present? So please, the least that you can do for that poor little girl is to let her use your laptop.
Look, I'm already doing you guys a huge favor by looking after her while I work from home. So I don't think that it's fair for you to tell me to give her the things that I need to do in order to work. If I lend her my laptop, then I am not going to be able to work as fast as I need to. Do you not understand that?
But don't you know that kids can make money on games nowadays? What if Farrah is actually so good at this game that she can turn it into a career? If she started to win money from playing her video games, then I promise that I would give you some money from her as a way of saying thank you.
Look, I really don't have time to put up with all of this. Can you please come back home? Because I really need you to take care of Farrah and tell her to stop banging on my door. If this doesn't stop, then I think we might need to rethink you all staying with me.
Now, hold on just a second. You're really saying that you're going to kick all of us out on the streets because my daughter is being a bit of a brat? Besides, I can't come home early. Farrah still doesn't know about what happened to our jobs.
Hold on a second. Are you serious? Is this a joke? Have you two seriously said nothing to her?
She is still in middle school. I don't want to upset her at this delicate time. There is no way I would be able to tell her that her mom and dad don't have jobs. I still can't believe that you actually just threatened to kick us out like this. I thought that we were family. You're not even human anymore. But fine then. If you want me to go home, then I'll go back home, and I'll have to explain to my daughter that she can't even play an hour of games thanks to you. You're the worst. Do you know that? It's all your fault that I lost out on my chance to play with my friends. I finally thought that I would be able to make some new friends from school by playing on this game, and now I'll be left out of all the conversation on the playground.
Farrah, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about how you refused to let me use even one of your laptops. I got in a fight with a kid at school today thanks to you. She questioned how I could be at the top of the game's leaderboards if I don't even have a computer. And then I got told that nobody is going to want to play with me since I'm a liar. I'll have to transfer to a new class again. This is all your fault. You're horrible.
I'm sorry, but this is your fault for lying to your friends about this game.
Shut up! You're the nerd who's always on your computer all day. I thought that you'd understand where I'm coming from.
Okay, Farrah, this is the second time you said something like this. What is it that you think I'm doing on my computer all day? Because I don't get why you think I'm some kind of shut-in nerd.
Of course you are. You spend all day on your laptop, so I don't know what else I would call someone like you. Even my mom was talking about how you do nothing for this family besides stay at home all day on your computer.
Did your mom really say all of that to you?
That's right. In fact, I went to go tell my mom about how you wouldn't let me borrow your laptop, and she said she's going to get me one of my own. She told me that it would be an early birthday present and that if she gave it to me now, that I wouldn't get anything else this year. But of course, my mom is still getting me the laptop, unlike you. She's always trying to give me what I ask for no matter the price. Except, she also told me that this might be the last big gift that I get from her, since she says that her and Dad have to spend all their money to compensate for you sitting around the house and doing nothing.
That sister of mine really knows how to run her mouth, doesn't she?
Did you really think that I was buying it when you said that you use your laptops for work? I know that you just spend all day in your office playing games all the time. You moved into this house with us just so that you could take advantage of our generosity. And then when I ask for the tiniest of favors, you refuse me. I really just can't stand you. You really piss me off. Do you know that?
Oh, well, you know what? That's funny because I have half a mind to say the exact same thing about you and your family.
What are you talking about? We've been nothing but generous to you. You're being the freeloader. Why don't you just leave the house and leave my family alone?
This is my house, and I will not be leaving.
You're such a bully. All I wanted was to play a little on your computer, and you have to act this way towards me? Well, nobody wants you here anymore. In fact, I've made sure that you can't ever lie about doing work to me again.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? What did you do?
I smashed up your laptops. Or rather, I should say that I'm just finished smashing them all up.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
That's right. I guess I just lucked out with you deciding to stop out for a little today.
Did you really do all of this because I wouldn't let you use my laptop?
Of course, you were acting so high and mighty and so self-important with your job, so I just knew that I had to teach you a lesson, and I did, with a baseball bat.
Farrah, I hope you know that you're in big trouble. I was already at the limits of my patience, but now you've gone way too far. I am sick of putting up with you and your annoying family. Also, that laptop cost $20,000. And you and your parents will be paying that back.
What are you talking about? What laptop costs $20,000?
I told you that those laptops were specially designed so that I could do my work on them. You have no idea the kind of hardware that was inside of those things.
No, this can't be happening. You've got to be kidding me. I thought that you were just playing on that laptop every day. I didn't know you were actually working.
I told you that I was over and over again. But I am going to the police about this. I'm not going to let you get away with what you've done.
How could you treat your own niece like that?
What are you talking about, Nadia? She destroyed my property, so I went to the police.
But you still reported your own family to the police. You could have just come to me about this first.
You were the one that was mad at me for not letting her use my laptop in the first place. I warned you that I was getting to the end of my limit with my patience. And I heard all from Farrah about how you described me as a freeloader. You told her that I was nothing but a leech on you all. Even though the truth is the exact opposite. And that's why I have to ask you all to leave.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
I'm saying that all of this time I've been paying for rent, food, school supplies, everything. And despite all that I've been doing for you, you turn around and treat me like this. I tried to be patient with you, but I can't take this any longer.
Wait, no, please, this is all just a big misunderstanding.
No, it isn't. I'm only saying what's true and you know it. You were the one that lost your job and then came running to me looking for a place to live. You should have been more responsible. Didn't you realize that you have a kid to take care of?
But we didn't think that we'd get caught. That's why we've been pretending to go to work every morning.
Well, how about you stop pretending to go to work and you actually find a job? I'm not going to be putting up with you anymore. It is high time that you both move out and learn to take care of yourselves. I'm going to give you until the end of the week to move all of your things. But just know that I'm going to be watching you all very closely until then. Do you understand? After that, Nadia, her husband, and Farrah all left to go and live at the husband's parents' house. Apparently, however, the word that those two had been fired had reached even Nadia's in-laws. Her husband's parents agreed to let the two of them move in, but on the condition that they started working right away. The parents actually even reached out to me to offer to pay for the damages to my laptop, if I dropped the charges against Farrah. They apologized to me for the trouble that their son's family had caused, and promised to keep them on a very, very short leash until they learned to behave. But since they lived out in the countryside, the only work for Nadia and her husband was tilling the fields or working in a factory. Even Farrah gets put to work on the weekends. Although, if I can be honest, my work laptops were already starting to get quite old, and I was thinking of replacing them for a while. I had already copied all of my files on them to another hard drive and was looking into getting a replacement for everything. So, in a way, this worked out in my favor. But that's a story that I think I'll keep for myself. As for my sister and her family, I just hope that a little bit of real work and careful supervision from the parents, grandparents, will do them some good. And if not, then at least they'll be too far away from me to bother me now. So either way, I suppose it's a win-win for me. Again.
Long time no see, Amy. Are you still alive?
Jack?
Yo, what's up?
What do you mean, yo? You didn't come home this Christmas again. This is the 6th year you haven't come. It's alright even if it's just for a day. Just come visit us once in a while.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'll visit you guys this weekend.
What? Really? Does that mean you'll be living here again?
Yep.
But what are you going to do about work? There's no way you'll be able to commute 4 hours to work every day. Wait, did you change jobs?
No, that's not it.
Then why?
Obviously it's because I quit.
What? You quit? But didn't you graduate a famous university and get a job at a huge company? You even boasted so much when you got the job.
Well, you see, I made a huge fortune investing in stocks.
What? Stocks?
Yep, I've gotten so good at it that I could become a day trader if I wanted. It seems that not only was I talented, I was actually a genius.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I knew you were smart, but becoming a day trader can't be that easy. Did you actually study how to trade stocks?
I learned it by actually doing it.
And what did you do?
I started trading stocks at the market and learned on my way.
That sounds pretty risky.
Yep, but it worked out since I'm a genius.
Judging by how you're talking about this, I assume you've been doing this for a while now? When did you start?
2 months ago?
What? Just 2 months?
Yep, I really must be a genius if I can figure out how to trade stocks in just 2 months.
No way. There's no way you can learn how to trade stocks in just 2 months.
Why? Do you have experience trading stocks?
No, but...
Then quit trying to lecture me.
But why do you have to quit your other job?
It's fine. If I say it's alright, it's alright. I'm a genius, remember? If you keep bothering me, I'm not gonna help you when you need any money, alright?
Anyways, it's decided that you'll be returning here?
Yep. I already cancelled the contract with my current apartment.
Got it. Your room's the same way it was 6 years ago when you left. So just clean it up and move in there, okay?
What? Just do it for me, please, Amy.
I'm pretty busy myself.
It's hard to believe you when you're not even married, live in your parents' house, and don't even have a boyfriend.
Shut it. You're already an adult, right? You should be able to clean up your own room.
I got it. I'll be bringing my stuff on the truck this weekend, so open up a place to park for me, alright?
Fine. Take care.
Are you outside, Amy? I wanted to ask you for help carrying my stuff.
Oh, you're already there? You had a key?
Yeah, so I just opened the door and went in. Where are you?
I was suddenly called to work and had to go to the office. I'll be home by evening.
Is that so? Where are Mom and Dad?
Those two are... well, it's the usual.
What do you mean? Actually, who cares? Just help me when you get home, alright?
Actually, I'll probably still have to work, so I won't be able to help.
You know what? You keep talking about work, but aren't you an unemployed woman living with her parents?
What?
You're lying about work, aren't you? You're just killing time outside since you don't want to help me.
I don't know what idea you have in your head, but it's true that I have a job, you know?
What?
I just work from home most of the time. I just had to go out today to talk in person to my client.
What? That sounds so much like a lie.
Why?
You always mention how you text Mom and Dad. Haven't you been living at their house for the past 6 years ever since you quit the last company you worked for? I'm saying that it's embarrassing that my sister, who's already in her 30s, is still depending on her parents.
Oh, so that's what they said about me. I'm not even unemployed. I just work from home.
That's the excuse people like you always give.
Anyways, the neighbors know that I work from home, so there's really no need to be embarrassed.
That's just what you think. Besides, there's no way to get a job that lets you work from home if you didn't even go to college. Things like that can only be done by people with a certain level of smarts and skills.
But I do have some skills.
These skills you're talking about are probably the type that no company is ever going to want. Which is why you must actually be unemployed.
Why do you have zero understanding for people who work from home? Aren't you younger than me? That head of yours must be getting old. Are you alright?
You've got some courage saying that to me, the genius.
It's fine if you return home, just don't bother my work.
Bother you? You're the one who needs to get an actual job and stop being a bother, Amy. I don't care whether you're poor and have no income. I'm not going to be lending you any of my money.
I said I have a job!
Alright, I see how it is. I'll make some food, okay?
I told you, I won't be home until evening.
Seriously? I only ate instant ramen for breakfast, so I'm really hungry.
Jesus. Well, it's obvious you haven't been eating well. There's some stir-fried vegetables in the fridge left over, so eat that.
What? Stir-fried vegetables? How lame.
You don't have to eat it if you don't want to.
Fine.
Oh, be sure to ask Dad first if you're going to drink the beer. He gets really mad if you just drink it without asking.
Alright. Amy? Could you leave the house already?
What? What's this about suddenly?
I'm sick of having to pay for someone who doesn't have a job.
Are you talking about me?
Who else would I be talking about?
And what about you? What are you doing in your room all day?
I'm checking stock values. I need to monitor the market to determine which stocks will be profitable. This is my job.
Is that actually alright? Making a living off of stock trading seems even harder than working from home.
It's fine. I'm a genius after all.
I, for one, think that you should be more careful, though.
I said I'm fine. I'm not gonna fail.
I see. Well, I've got to attend a meeting, so I'll be leaving the house. There's curry in the fridge if you want something to eat for lunch.
Got it.
Jack! Is this your doing?
What is it?
My stuff's outside the house!
Yeah, that was me. Me plus Mom and Dad.
What?
I talked to Mom and Dad about kicking you out of the house, since you don't even have a job of your own. They strongly agreed to my plan. We were planning on moving all your stuff outside the house while you were outside. Everything in your room's right there.
What? Why you? How many times do I have to tell you that I have a job?
They said to take the stuff by tomorrow morning. You better take it away as soon as possible. Oh, we changed the house keys, so you won't be able to come in anymore.
So you really do want to kick me out, huh?
The way you say it is a bit harsh. I just want you to become an actual adult that contributes to society, Amy. So I'm just making it so that you'll have to.
What are you going to do with the house?
The rent is no problem. After all, I'm a rich genius.
Okay. So you really want me to leave?
Yep, definitely. Oh, is it that you're in trouble since you've got no place to go? I mean, you are the person who lived off of a parent's money for the last 6 years. So I guess it must have been expected. Fine, I'll give you 10 cents, so get out of the house already, will you? Don't come back.
So does that mean you're cutting ties with me? Thanks.
What do you mean by that? Why do you sound happy?
Take care of him for me, will you? Oh, I don't need the 10 cents.
What are you talking about?
Bye then.
What? I thought you'd be more sad. Amy? Amy! Something terrible's happened, what should I do?
I thought you guys cut ties with me.
The value of the stocks went down in value hard!
Stocks? Are you talking about the stocks you bought?
Yes, it was fine until yesterday, but then suddenly, I woke up and checked the stock values and they dropped enormously!
Are you talking about A Engineering?
What? How do you know?
Haven't you been watching the news?
The news?
I only skimmed through an article, so I don't really know the details, but they've been talking about how there's been an incident within the company since last night.
Seriously?
I don't know much about stocks, but aren't stock values heavily influenced by the current situation of the company?
So that's why the value suddenly dropped?
Probably.
Oh, what a mess.
And why'd you contact me? I forgot to block you. But stop contacting me, will you? I thought you cut ties with me.
I need money!
What?
Things have turned into a real mess ever since the values of my stocks dropped.
What do you mean?
I decided to take a risk and invest a large amount of money, so I got a loan of 40k.
Seriously? You're in that much debt?
Yep, but I have no way of giving it back, so please give me some money. It seems that even though you were poor and unemployed, you had enough money to find a new house. You got some money, right?
I do have the money, but I'm not giving you any.
What?
Why should I give someone I cut ties with any money?
I'll apologize for kicking you out of the house. Even if you're unemployed, you can still find a job while living at this house.
How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not unemployed? Aren't you the one who needs to find a job?
Huh?
The rent costs 1k per month at that house. But Mom and Dad just spend the whole day at the casino and don't have a job, so...
What, Dad doesn't have a job?
You didn't know?
But doesn't he leave the house in the morning every day saying he's off to work?
Apparently he considers gambling a profession.
What?
Hey, Jack. You don't know that our late grandfather and I were the ones who paid for your college tuition and not Mom and Dad, do you?
Really? What do you mean?
You see, our family depended on our late grandfather who owned his own business for money before I got a job. Once he was gone, Mom and Dad immediately used up all of the money they received as inheritance on gambling. I've been supporting the family since 3 years back. But for some reason, Mom and Dad still think they're living off of the inheritance money. They won't believe it when I tell them that they're living off of the money I earn working. Which is why, now that I'm gone, you'll either have to support them on your own or convince them to start working.
Please come home, Amy!
What? Why?
It's bad enough that I lost my stocks and now in debt, but I have to support Mom and Dad as well. Just get a job and be enough.
I have no intention of returning.
Why? I'm begging you!
Aren't you the one who kicked me out?
I said I'll apologize! Besides, how do you plan on making a living when you don't even have a job?
I'm honestly curious what kind of brain this genius, who after hearing everything I said still believes that I'm unemployed, has. But I'm actually a freelance web designer.
Huh?
I'm actually pretty busy. I've got work I need to do before the deadline, so I really don't have the time to be texting you.
Amy?
Goodbye for real this time. I found out later on from a relative as to why Jack started trading stocks. Apparently, he had a colleague who was an expert and made a huge profit after following his advice. He got hooked and bought some more stocks and was lucky enough to make another huge profit. But that was the end of his luck. He must have thought he had a talent for it and quit his old job without thinking about the future. Jack now supports Mom and Dad at their house with multiple part-time jobs. He's got his own debt to pay on top of that, so obviously he has no time off. Now that I'm gone, no one in that house does any housework anymore. It's basically a garbage dump now. It's a rented house, so they'll probably be kicked out. Which is what a relative said while sighing.